Kapalı şu anda, açmadım yani daha sistemi.
Buradan alır mı? Veya eyle verelim.
Yani elde konuşursa kapalı şu anda, sistem de kapalı.
Denedin mi?
Denedim.
Bir açayım.
Dur açayım sistemi.
Ses.
Ses kontrol. Ses deneme. Ses kontrol.
Good morning and thank you. Okay. Okay, we have 3 minutes wait. We have more media coming, they say. So give us just a few minutes.
gözüksün. Anadolu Ajansı gözüksün mesela. Ama bozulur. İyi dengelemişler, bozmayalım bence. Aslında aman. İyi değil mi?
He asked that you only speak like, for the three speakers, speak just a short amount, let him translate. Short amount, translate. But for everyone else, just your name, country, profession. Okay?
And I shall first present myself with name and
And campaign. Yes,
exactly.
we'll do the,
Yeah.
we'll do
And
the
then you
steering
give me
committee.
the after.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cake.
I'm going to be first to ask the steering committee to introduce themselves. All of them will introduce themselves. We will have Dr. Fazio, and then Torsten, and then we'll wait.
3 kişi konuşuyor. Herkes kendini tanıtacak. Sonra 3 kişi konuşacak. 3 kişiden sonra soru sorabilirler. Soru alırız.
They can ask questions after the introduction.
No, after we do the three presentations, then that would be the end of that. Then they can question.
Here, maybe we can take some questions. We can answer. After that, some special interview we will do with different participants and activists. Because they recur after the press conference. The press conference time, maybe we ask some questions. Especially they would ask about the date or something. This kind of question. We will answer respectively.
Shall I stand in the background? I don't put everybody in the shadow.
Well, maybe to the side to start with as you introduce, and then we will.
Very good, very good.
Arkadaşlar başlıyoruz. We'll start. If you're ready.
Working? Is this working? Okay. Well, thank you, the media of the world, for joining us today as we open the 2024 Gaza Freedom Flotilla. We are here on a very important mission, but on behalf of the citizens of the world. We want to introduce to you the representatives of the Freedom Flotilla Coalition that have been planning this for the last 6 months. And then we will ask all of the representatives of the many countries that are participating in this flotilla and have brought hundreds of international human rights observers who intend to go to Gaza to help document the genocide that the Israeli government is doing now. My name is Ann Wright, and I am a retired U.S. Army colonel, a former U.S. diplomat resigning in 2003 in opposition to the war in Iraq. I'm part of the U.S. Votes to Gaza and the steering committee of the Freedom Flotilla Coalition. We will now introduce other members of the steering committee of the coalition.
Benim adım Ann Wright, emekli bir Amerikan askeri ve eski diplomatım. 2024 için yeni özgürlük filosu kampanyasını sizlere duyurmaktan mutluluk duyuyorum. Bugün aramızda onlarca ülkeden farklı katılımcı var. Onlarca ülkeden farklı kurumlar. 2024 Gaza özgürlük filosu kampanyasının açılışını yapıyoruz.
Step up so they can see you.
My name is Zohar. I'm a member of the steering committee of the Freedom Flotilla Coalition. I am an Israeli citizen and I live in Germany.
mission.
My name is Asun. I'm from the Spanish campaign and Gaza.
I am Zahir Birawi. I am a Palestinian living in the UK, and I am the chairman of the International Committee for Breaking the Siege on Gaza.
I am Torstein Dahle from Gaza, Norway. We are members of Freedom Flotilla Coalition.
My name is Suwaida Arraf. I'm a Palestinian-American human rights attorney, and I am from the U.S. delegation, U.S. Votes to Gaza.
Suwaida Arraf, Filistin asıllı Amerikan vatandaşı ve Amerika'dan Gazze'ye bot kampanyası yapıyor.
And Ismail, please introduce yourself from the Mavi Marmara campaign.
My name is Beheshti İsmail Songül. I'm the chairman of the Marmara Freedom and Solidarity Association. Geldiğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Benim adım İsmail Songül. Marmara Özgürlük ve Dayanışma Derneği Başkanıyım.
Do we have any other steering committee members? Did we get them all? Okay. So these are the men and women who have been working so diligently over the last 6 months to put this flotilla together. As you well know, this is not the first flotilla. We remember back to 2010 with the Mavi Marmara and 7 other ships that sailed in 2010. 5 ships sailing before that in 2008 that actually got into Gaza. And then subsequently from 2010, we've had over 35 boats sail to end the illegal Israeli naval blockade of Gaza. We have representatives from over 30 countries that will be on this flotilla, and we have representatives of those campaigns. So I would like to have each one of them to come to say their name, to say where they're from, their occupation, so that after this press conference, you will be able to meet with them and talk with them and do whatever interviews you wish. So we'll start Dr.
Özellikle 2010 yılında Marmara Yolcu'nda 7 farklı bölümde ve onlarca ülkeyle ulaştık.
My name is...
Bu misyon için burada bulunuyoruz. Şimdi farklı olan arkadaşların da kendilerini tanıtmaları için sahneler veriyoruz.
My name is Carlos Trota. I am a physician from Argentina.
Carlos Trota, Arjantin'e.
My name is John Hurson. I'm a truck driver from Ireland.
I'm Yusuf El-Hilo, a Palestinian and British journalist. I'll be reporting on the progress of this campaign.
Yusuf El-Hilo, Filistin asıllı İngiliz gazeteci.
My name is Martina Velarde. I am a member of the Spanish Parliament. Thank you.
Martina Hanım, kendisi İspanya Kongresi'nden milletvekili.
My name is Nima Mashouf. I'm epidemiologist from the mission from Canada.
My name is
Sigo Halas, kendisi İspanya Özgürlük Hareketi'nden.
My name is Rifat Ode. I'm a translator and filmmaker from Canada.
Rifat Ode, tercüman ve bir film yapımcısı Kanada'dan.
And I also created a film about the Mavi Marmara in 2010, and it is called The Truth Lost at Sea.
Ve 2010'da deniz ortasında kaybolan gerçeklik isminde bir film yapmıştım. Oradan da görebilirsiniz.
My name is Dr. Zishan Siddiqui. I'm from London, United Kingdom, UK, and I'm a medical doctor.
Zishan Sidinki, Londra'dan geliyor ve bir doktor.
My name is Medea Benjamin. I'm with a U.S. peace group called Code Pink, and I live in Washington, D.C.
Medea Benjamin, Washington, Amerika'dan geliyor, Code Pink hareketinden.
My name is Suzanne Adeli, and I am the president of the National Lawyers Guild in the USA.
Suzanne Adele, Amerika Ulusal Avukatlar Birliği.
I am Muniba Bayat from South Africa. I'm a human rights activist for women and children.
Bayat, Güney Afrika'dan geliyor. İnsan hakları ve özgürlük.
My name is Amir Wahab. I am from Algeria. المبادرة العالمية لكسر الحصار عن غزة.
Marhaba. My name is Hiba Zakaria. I am Egyptian Turkish journalist and the National Committee for Breaking the Siege of Gaza.
So that these men and women are representatives of hundreds of people beyond the Mavi Marmara. No. So we invite after this for you to interview them because they have tremendous stories of why they feel this mission is important and why they are here. We will now have three speakers from the coalition to give you the philosophy behind why we are doing this and the importance of this mission. I'd like to call upon Dr. Fazia first.
Şimdi kampanya üzere üç farklı kampanya konuşmacısı bununla alakalı bilgi verecekler.
Thank you all for coming this morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. Hours ago, many of our news, CNN and ABC, has reported the Freedom Flotilla Coalition stands here to remind the world that with all the escalation between Israel and Iran, the killing is continuing.
Son zamanlarda yapılan haberlere göre CNN'de ve diğer medya haberlerinde gördüğümüz kadarıyla burada olan bütün problemin İran'da da başka ülkeler kaynaklı olduğu söylenmiştir. Fakat şu anki durum gösterildiğinden çok daha farklı aslında.
Those countries, the two countries go back and forth, we cannot let what is causing more death, more disease, more destruction, and to distract and attempt to distract the world from what is causing more women and children.
İsrail'in kuruluşundan beri özellikle bölgede uyguladığı bir politika, kadınların, çocukların ve sivillerin öldürülmesi üzerine.
Today, hundreds of civilians from more than 30 countries are meeting in Istanbul to prepare to set sail for Gaza, carrying thousands of tons of life-saving food and medicine and fresh water. The Freedom Flotilla aims to break Israel's unlawful siege of Gaza and demand an immediate ceasefire so that we'll save the lives and thousands of Palestinians.
Bugün özgürlük filosu onlarca ülkenin ve yüzlerce kişinin katılımıyla beraberinde binlerce ton insani ve bu misyon içerisinde en önemli çağrı bölgede ateşkesin sağlanması.
There will be more than 200 countries on the board of this ship, including from various backgrounds. There are doctors, lawyers, retired professors, housewives, and so on.
Dünya genelinden 180'den fazla mühendisin, doktorlar, mühendisler, profesörlerle beraber bu yolculuğu hazırlayacak.
I am obstetrician and gynecologist. We know there are 50,000 pregnant women with more than 180 deliveries per day in Gaza.
Ve bir jinekologist olarak şunu biliyorum, her gün 180'den fazla doğum var ve bekleyen binlerce hamile.
With the destruction of the medical facilities in Gaza, we know mothers have undergone cesarean section without anesthesia. And we heard the South African lawyers in the ICJ have mentioned that the conditions imposed by Israel in order to save mother's life, cesarean hysterectomy has to be performed. This means that during the operation to deliver the baby, if the mother is bleeding, we have to remove the uterus of the mother. So it will be then the woman will not be able to conceive anymore. So this is a very settled method of ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian mothers that is happening now in Gaza.
Özellikle bölgede yaşanan bu kriz sonrasında binlerce hamile kadın çok ciddi şekilde süreçlendirildi. Ve bölgede yaşanan bu krizin tam bir etnik temizliğe dönüştüğü görülmektedir.
So there are a lot of complications of pregnant mothers living in an unnourished situation with no medical facilities. They deliver prematurely, they deliver small babies, and they cannot breastfeed because of this extreme stress and also extreme undernourishment.
Bölgedeki annelerin özellikle doğumlarda ciddi problemler yaşadığını, yetersiz beslenmeden dolayı da çocuklarını besleyemediklerini şahit ediyoruz.
So we are the civil society, peace-loving people who wants justice. Therefore, we demand the world to ensure our safety to deliver the much-needed aid to our brothers and sisters in Gaza. We demand immediate ceasefire and the occupation so that the people of Gaza can rebuild themselves. Thank you.
Sivil insan hakları olarak bölgede hızlı ve ateşkesin sağlanması için çağrıda bulunuyoruz.
Thank you, Dr. Fazia. And next from our steering committee from the Boats to Gaza, Norway, Torsten Dahle.
Ve Norveç Özgürlük Filosu Hareketi'nden Torsten Dahle Bey mikrofondan.
Thank you. We are grateful to be able to meet here in Istanbul to show a broad international engagement from civil societies all over the world. That after 6 months, it's time to act. We demand that the government, which has any kind of influence in this matter, fulfill their obligations to call for a ceasefire, stop the genocide, and help the humanitarian aid in full scale to enter Gaza.
Neredeyse 6 aydan bu yana bölgede devam eden soykırım ve katliamdan sonra özellikle Gazze'nin insani yardımın ulaştırılması gerekir.
We are a civil society action from the grassroots, not governments. But we appreciate very much the statements from the Turkish government strongly supporting the people of Gaza.
Biz bir sivil hareket olarak hükümetlerden bağımsız bir şekilde özellikle Türkiye hükümetinin burada yaptığı işlere çok teşekkür ediyoruz.
We expect that all governments, including the Turkish, facilitate our action, which is an action in accordance with the order of the International Court of Justice, which also ordered to protect the supplies of humanitarian aid to Gaza. It is time to act.
Özellikle Türkiye'de dahil olmak üzere bütün uluslararası devletlerin, uluslararası ceza mahkemeleri kararlarına binaen bu yardımları bölgeye
These people across the world have been taking to the streets for over 6 months, demanding that our governments take action to stop Israel's slaughter of the Palestinian people. We are outraged that our governments have thus far done nothing, and even more have been enabling, collaborating with Israel to destroy and ethnically cleanse Gaza. The Freedom Flotilla Coalition is now taking the protest of millions to the sea.
Özellikle son 6 aydan beri bu yana bölgedeki Gazze'de yaşanan katliama karşı savunan maddesi hakkından dolayı binlerce kişinin desteğiyle, milyonlarca insanın desteğiyle bu yolculuk için çıkmaya başladı.
We need to be clear, and I'm asking the media to do its job in reporting that Israel's siege on Gaza is illegal. It is a form of collective punishment, which is a war crime. Even before October 7th, Israel's 17-year included the naval blockade, was also a form of collective punishment, a war crime. Yet for nearly 2 decades, our governments have stood by and allowed Israel to act in such a way as to strangle the life out of Gaza. We have been attempting for years to challenge Israel's illegal closure of Gaza via the sea, and as the world knows, Israel launched a lethal attack on our 2010 flotilla, killing 10 of our volunteers, and it was never held accountable. It is this kind of impunity that has brought us to where we are today, where Israel can commit a live-stream genocide and publicly declare that it intends to starve the civilian population of Gaza before the entire world and believe that the world will do nothing. That is the impunity that our government, especially my government, the United States, has allowed Israel to maintain, and it must end. We, the people of conscience of the world, will not sit by as Israel deliberately starves over 2 million civilians. As Israel's siege is illegal, any attempt by Israel to attack our flotilla or to otherwise intercept or stop our ships will be unlawful. Our governments have thus far done nothing, but we call on them to start now, to uphold their own obligations under international law, to demand that Israel allows the flotilla safe passage to Gaza. While we are carrying over 5,000 tons of life-saving aid that is desperate, that this is about much more than aid. This is about challenging the political reality that leaves Palestinians in need of aid. As a Palestinian who has lived in Palestine, who has been to Gaza repeatedly, I heard and I am communicating to you what I heard over and over again. Palestinians don't want to live on your aid. Palestinians need, want, and deserve freedom. They are now enduring the unimaginable, and they feel and have been abandoned by the governments of the world that only talk about freedom, democracy, and human rights. We call upon these governments to live up to their rhetoric. We are sailing soon for Palestine, but we are also sailing for much more than that. We are sailing to uphold the international legal order. International law is not only for some, it is deserved by all. And we are sailing for a world in that what is happening today in Gaza and in all of Palestine can never, ever happen again. I want the people of Palestine to know that you are not alone. Our governments may have abandoned you, but the people never will.
And thank you very much. Those are the important statements that have been given by members of the steering committee of the Gaza Freedom Flotilla Coalition. We have time for a few questions here, and then after that we will have available Are there any questions? Yes?
Hi, Shukri from Malaysia.
Malaysia?
Yeah, looking at the current situation between Iran and Israel, will the ship depart on the scheduled date?
The question is, considering the current hostilities between Israel and Iran, will the ship sail according to its... that these are but it's a very dangerous time for the people in Gaza who have already been killed, of the world to prosecute Israel for its violation of international crime. So Israel has a lot to be accounting for, and we would say that attacking a I thought I saw a hand. To the left, yes.
The departure date was announced as April 21st. Do you think this is going to be postponed, and when do you think it will happen?
The question is, the departure date was announced as the 21st of April. Is that going to hold? We are evaluating all of the circumstances to include making sure that all the facilities on the ship are ready to go and evaluating the political condition here. At this point, we will sail. We will let you know for exactly when that date will be, but it'll be very soon. Thank you. Yes.
Gelimin hareket tarihiyle alakalı ve dün çıkış yapacağıyla alakalı bir soru geldi. Bu konuda da şu an hem hazırlıklar devam etmekte ve çok yakın bir tarihte bütün kamuoyunun özellikle harekete geçmesiyle alakalı bilgilendirmektedir.
The question is, do we have the green light from Ankara in 2010? Like the green light from 2010. That's part of the political dynamics that we're dealing with right now. That we are telling all governments how important this mission is, and we expect that all governments will consider it just as important as all the citizens of the world consider it.
Özellikle Ankara'dan bu anlamda yeşil bir ışık yandıranların soruldu. Yani biz bu konuda 2010'da olduğu gibi bölgedeki bütün devletlerin, bölgedeki bütün hükümetlerin bu anlamda yardımcı olması gerektiğini ve şu an politik olarak ciddi bir beklenti içerisinde olduklarını görüyoruz.
I want to add to what my colleague Anne just said. I have been sailing since 2008. Then Israel bought off some countries like Cyprus and Greece and other Mediterranean countries to stop our ships from sailing. We expect that Turkey will not be bought off, and we will indeed sail from here.
Özellikle ben şunu eklemek istiyorum. 2008 yılından bu yana dünyanın farklı yerlerinde, Kıbrıs'ta dahil olmak üzere filolar organize ettik ve birçok engellemeyle karşılaştık. Bunu veriyoruz ki Türkiye bu sefer engelleyenlerden biri olmayacak.
Anything less than this is collaborating with Israel's illegal siege on Gaza, and we don't think that that is what the Turkish government will do.
Ve bunun haricinde yapılan bir şey olursa da bu İsrail bölgedeki hukuksuz işgalini legalleştirmek anlamına gelir ve Türk hükümetinin böyle bir şey yapacağını zannediyorum.
Thank you. We'll take one more question and then the opportunity for everyone to interview members, participants here. Thank you. Please. The question is it possible that the ship will sail from someplace else? No, the ship is planning to sail right here from Istanbul. So,
planlamalar arasında geminin buradan hareket etmesi, İstanbul'dan hareket etmesi.
So we thank you all very, very much for being here. We again plead with you to cover the progress of this flotilla, because it is with the media that we'll be able to continue to talk about the terrible situation in Gaza, this genocide that's going on, the starvation of Gaza. through the people that are on this boat and through others on other boats. So we thank you so much, and we have a wealth of information and background, and we hope you will interview all of our participants. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. Thanks.
Voice of America.
Yes, how are you?
Could you do a very short interview with you
Sure,
now? Just
yes.
a couple of questions.
Sure, yeah, be glad to.
Just one quick question. What about the arrival? I mean, in case the flotilla fails to reach Gaza, is there any plan to reroute the ship or what?
Yeah, we'll have to evaluate at that time.
Thank you.